I want to talk to you about new music. I'm so excited for what you have coming out with a new album, especially. You have described this as your greatest record of your life. What is it about this album that makes you describe it in that way?
Well, I just think everything came together in the most serendipitous, perfect way, which I probably didn't think it would because of the situation for all of us, you know, working from home and the inability to sit in a room with writers. And it actually ended up helping that I would write these songs. And instead of micromanaging, I would basically take a concept and I would start writing her. And then we would hand it back and forth. And instead of being in a room and fighting over lines or, oh, no, I'd like this, or we should try it, it was far more collaborative because I would send songs back and forth to the co-writers or to the producers. And then they would do their day's work and then they'd send it back to me. And then I would do my day's work. And somehow it just all came together. And it's, you know, for me, I just said to Joe, who works with me here in my office, it's been a long time since I felt like this. And the last time that I felt this way about a single was Haven't Met You Yet. And I remember the day before release, I knew instinctually I was holding on to a really special song. I knew I'd written something that would resonate. But of course, there's that great, you know, excitement, anxiety, whatever you want to call it. And today, that's how I feel about I'll Never Not Love You. Like I had something interesting happen yesterday. I got to go with iHeart and I got to go meet a bunch of people from some of the different streaming services and the record companies all over the world. I had about 200 people. And for the first time, I got to see people that weren't my kids or my wife or the producers. They heard the song for the first time. And it was a pretty huge experience for me because it was affirmation that I've done it again. You know, I know this is going to sound so crazy and it probably sounds weird, but I wrote a hit song. I wrote a bunch of hit songs, but the first song coming out of the box is a hit song, and I'm about to take a ride. It's going to be a lot of fun for me, and I'm just trying to get myself into a headspace where I really enjoy the ride. And I, you know, you never know when your last hit will be, or you know what I mean, or when you won't be relevant anymore. And so I'm really trying to talk to my wife and really to try to practice to really be in the moment so that I can really enjoy the hell out of the journey, because you just never know when it might happen again.
Absolutely. I want to talk about that feeling of just knowing that you have something so special. What is it? Just an instinct? Is it just something in your gut that's telling you like, okay, we've got this?
Sometimes you write a song and you know you have a great melody, you know you have a killer hook.
Right.
And sometimes you find a lyric that just completely and organically supports that melody. And then you find a producer who just takes it up many notches, and it just, listen, this song wasn't easy. It was quite a fight for me to bring it to this place. I knew we had a great melody, we had great words. I couldn't get it out of my head. It was driving me nuts, and it just wasn't right. And I said to the co-writer, Michael Pollack, I said, you know, Mike, I said, something's wrong. And I could tell he was almost annoyed by me because he was like, what's wrong? It's a great song. And I was like, I said, would you hate me if I wanted to give it a double time feel? Ding, 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 dong, ding, dong, ding. And he's very sweet, but annoyed. And he said, yeah, we can try that. And he said, I'll do something at the piano over the weekend. And he called me that night at about 11 o'clock on a Friday night. And he called me and he said, oh my God, he said, this unlocked it. And I could tell in his voice that it was like an epiphany. He said, like, this is, and he sent me this recording of him singing it with his piano, and he was just tapping on the piano, giving it that time. And I danced in my kitchen from about 11 at night till about 3 in the morning. That night I knew. And I was over the moon. I literally danced around my kitchen and was already imagining the music video, how I would perform this, and, you know, fantasizing about what would happen when it first hit the radio. And Friday, I think it drops Friday. It's crazy. Like, I remember the day Haven't Met You Yet dropped, and I was driving in the upper levels highway in Vancouver and North Van. And I remember a radio DJ came on and basically said, we have a brand new song by Michael Bublé, and this is cracking. Like, it's a good song. And I remember knowing, and it's so cool because it's about to happen again.
Yeah, that is so cool. Can you talk a little bit about the inspiration behind the song? Is it safe to assume that this is maybe a little bit inspired by your wife?
No, I think this was I mean, everything's inspired by my wife. To really, honestly, my wife is my hero. We've gone through a lot of stuff, and she is, you find out who people are when the poop hits the fan. And I found out who she is, and she's my best friend, and she's the leader of our family. She's the matriarch, and so everything I do is inspired by how I feel about her. But this song, I wanted to write a song for the people that haven't found love. I wanted to write a song for the people who've been hurt, who feel vulnerable, who protect themselves. And I wanted to write a song that gave people a sense of hope, that there'd be someone there who would rescue them from that. And I mean, the lyrics are quite self-explanatory, but I mean, one of my favorite lyrics is, I know there's a part of you that's terrified to love again, but I promise to the end. And the chorus says, I'll never run, leave you behind. I'll never hurt you like he hurt you. I'll never say goodbye. I'll treat you right. I'll stand by you. And no matter what happens, I'll never not love you. And I think that's a really very sweet. It's funny. I said to a girlfriend of mine I wrote Haven't Met You Yet with Amy Foster. And I played the song for Amy. And after she gave me hell for not writing it with her, she said, this is amazing. I said, man, I think people are going to get married to this. And she said, like, Mike, people are going to cry their head. They're going to love this. This is going to be inspired. She said, but I wouldn't get married to it. I said, why not? She said, because you talk about the ex in it, and I'm never going to get married to a song that talks about the ex.
That's funny. That's beautiful, though. I am so excited for it. That it sounds incredible. Michael, thank you so much. I'm such a fan. Love your TikToks also, by the way.
Thank you.
Looking forward to the new music.
Yeah, I'm having so much fun.
It looks like you're having so much fun. Is that you that's coming up with all of that, or do you have a team that's like, here's my
I have so one of my best buddies is a girl named Leah Gauthier.
Mhm.
And we've been friends for 25 years, and she, through me, I think, became really close friends with Jan Arden, who, by the way, is also she's so hilarious. She's amazing. Yeah. And Leah was the one who kind of came to her and was like, you know what, we should do a show about your life. And her and Jan helped each other to come up with the Jan show.
Right.
And she's the head writer and the producer, this Leah. So I called Leah and I was like, Leah, would it be fun for you to help me with my TikToks, and we could write stuff together, and we could and oh my God, she's so much funnier than me. And she's so dry that we kill ourselves laughing. Like yesterday, we went and did a few. Oh my God, we're so stupid. That was her popping the confetti.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, get in. She was like, I don't want to show anything about my hands. I was like, okay.
Amazing.
And that was Samu. And the one with the Canadian flag.
Oh yeah.
Was my friend and my stylist running through with the Canadian flag. Anyway, Amazing. We're goofy.
I love it. Awesome. Michael.
I think I'm going to post another one today.
Please do. Can't wait to see it. I'll turn my notifications on just for you. So
okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Awesome. I so appreciate talking to you. Thank you so much.
No, likewise. It was really nice to hang with you.